Hello and welcome back to the channel, and in this episode I'm going to be installing the laptop compartment. As you can see, I've cut out some tabs so that when I actually bend this piece of leather over once I've sewn it in, it won't get caught on the bottom, which it did when I experimented for my first cut. As you can see, I gave myself some excess when cutting out the leather, so that once I'd actually sewn in the bottom piece, I would have enough leather overlapping that I could put the laptop in I wanted to sew around and then get the measurement accurate for the width I needed and be able to have the flex in the leather. And then the plan is to have a piece of leather at the top here that folds over and press studs onto the main compartment itself. So I've done the first part of the sewing to attach the computer compartment, and from the inside it looks pretty good, but from the outside it looks a bit horrendous in my opinion. However, it is still in keeping with its rustic aesthetic. I had to increase the size of the tab indents purely because when I tried it once I'd sewn it in, it was just catching still on the base of the bag. So trimmed the edges, marked where I was going to sew, and then sewed it in, and it came out like this. Looks pretty good, and I actually did it a lot quicker than I expected. There are a few odd stitches, but on the most part I'm quite happy with what I've done. With both sides sewn in, I've put the laptop in, and as you can see, it fits quite nicely. And when I actually fold the bag around to see what it's going to be like once the sides are on, it sits just right. So what I've got to do now is cut out the piece of leather that's going to be the retaining section that's going to go on the part of the bag here, and then fold over and press stud attach onto the main body. So this is the part that I've cut out, and it's going to go here, and as you can see I've marked out as well where I'm going to put the stitch marks, and this is what it looks like once it's been sewn in. And now I'm just bending it over to see whereabouts the press stud will go that I will do next. So now it's time to attach the press stud to the leather. So I can attach the computer part to make sure it's properly retained. So I'm going to do that in a second. I've been practicing how to do it, and I've done my research on the computer. So now I've got my equipment ready to go, and now it's just a case of trying to get on with it. I'm going to be using this punch, this concave punch it goes into for one of the shiny sides, and I've got a concave here to do the little retaining stud which goes on top of this. So we'll see how that goes. So that's the stud attached, so opens up, the nipples put in, so it's just a case of clicking it in. Do it one-handed. There you go. In my haste to do it, I thought I'd measured correctly to put it in the middle, but it's slightly offset to the right. But you know, it's slightly offset now, but it's rustic along with the rest of the bag. But that's just what it is. My first attempt to do on this kind of stuff, so I'm happy with what I've got so far. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.